Latest updates on the commodity markets, starting us off on Business Live tonight. Thanks for joining us, everyone. My name is Darryl Kwa. We begin with tonight's big story, inflation. Inflation for the month of April this year remarkably fell to 8.5% from the 10.5% recorded in March. It is the first single-digit rate recorded in the year following the ravaging effects of COVID-19 on the economy. Here's more.
The Greater Accra region recorded the highest inflation rate of 12.1% in April this year, lower than that of March. According to the figures, food inflation declined marginally to 6.5%. For the non-food inflation, housing, water, electricity and gas recorded an inflation rate of 25%, down from 29% recorded in March 2021. Government statistician Professor Samuel Enim explains that this is the lowest rate to be recorded since the drastic effect of the COVID-19 pandemic on the Ghanaian economy.
On a quarterly basis, for the period January to March 2021, the quarterly inflation rate is 10.2 relative to 10.1 that was recorded in the last quarter of 2020. Indeed, it is important to put this 8.5 inflation rate for the month of April 2021 in a context. This is largely driven by the jump in inflation in the month of March and April 2020, which moved from 7.8% to 10.6%. And given that inflation rate over the last 6 months have hovered around 10.0%, we're currently seeing a dip in inflation rate returning to a single digit of 8.5%, the lowest that have been recorded since the COVID-19 period.
Even though the Greater Accra region recorded the highest rate of inflation, it had the lowest food inflation rate of 3.3%, whilst the Northern region recorded the highest rate of food inflation at 10.7%.
The fact that Greater Accra food inflation has significantly reduced. You understand? So we can hold that of Northern constant, but the reason why Greater Accra has significantly reduced, we all know, because inflation in Greater Accra, again, was the highest last year. So again, given the base effect, that is what is leading to Greater Accra having a food inflation of 3.3. So if you hold that of Northern region constant, the variation is mainly driven by the huge drop of food inflation in Greater Accra. Because during the COVID-19, we're recording double digits for Greater Accra food inflation.
Also, the inflation rate for imported goods was 7.4%, up from 6.8% recorded last month, while the inflation for locally produced items was 8.7%, down from the 11.7% recorded last month.
Now, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, GEPA, has launched a technology-driven export trade information center set up to provide up-to-date export-related information for the exporter community. The Impact Hub is on the back of the National Export Development Strategy that targets $25 billion of export revenue by 2035. More from the launch now.
The GEPA Impact Hub serves as an incubator space for potential exporters, particularly young would-be exporters who will be provided with guidance, navigation and training on accessing export trade information. CEO of GEPA, Dr. Efuasabi Asari, stated that the launch of sets the hub as a stepping stone for expanding Ghana's export base.
It is our hope and my expectation that we will be able to drive the young entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be the big-time exporters tomorrow to the hub, as the hub also says, as an incubator. It serves as an incubator for potential exporters, especially young aspiring exporters who need guidance and training on processing and accessing trade information. Indeed, they are our primary target because the future belongs to them.
Trade Minister Alan Tremantin has thus charged exporters to leverage on the hub for global competitiveness. He believes the GEPA Impact Hub will complement the $2.5 billion target for export revenues.
It is also significant that this Impact Hub is a one-stop enterprise support or export service center. GEPA is at the center of export development and promotion. But the collaboration of the Ghana Standards Authority, of the Food and Drugs Authority, of the Plant Protection and Regulatory Services Division of Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and indeed other agencies. That collaboration is what will make this Impact Hub succeed. And that's why I'm very happy that, again, EFUA has been able to bring together all his colleagues to work under one roof.
The CEO of GEPA walked the Trade Minister together with other dignitaries through the Impact Hub. Agencies in the GEPA Impact Hub include the Standards Authority, the Food and Drugs Authority, Plant Protection and other export-related institutions.
And you're watching Business Live. Still to come, pandemic bets hibiscus tea business. The Joy Business Van is at Nutri Health Foods and Beverages after this break.